Ha ha! Surprise! You thought there were 43 seconds left in the countdown, but there were none. It's me, Carl Weathers, and the Predator Weathers Report, featuring the Action Jackson AccuPredator Weather Doppler Radar Forecast, and Cardi B. That's how Cardi B tells the forecast. That's how her radar works. That's how radar works. Welcome, everybody. As you can see, there's a Chance O' Showers. Chance O' Showers was a movie I starred in the early 90s with none other than Mark Wahlberg.
You added one too many marks.
Well, how many marks is he up to now?
He's up to like mark.
Well, turns out, Marky Mark and I had a failed action career together. Not only did I have a failed career in action, as Action Jackson, a failed franchise that never took off the ground. I mean, why is that? Why aren't there more Action Jackson movies? And why is the internet so slow right now? It's just always slow. Let's close some programs here. Close that program, and close this program. I'm gonna close, go ahead and close that program. And we don't need this open, we can close that program. Yeah, there we go. Just try to help the CPU. You ever have a CPU situation where you try to help the CPU compute? CPU, what does that stand for, Cardi B?
That stands for Central Processing Unit.
That's correct, Cardi B. Why don't we just pause for a moment? Pause, and the title is correct. Yes, indeed. Chance O' Showers. Let's see if that's helping any of you. No, we're just streaming at a low frame rate. We're barely streaming. If we're not streaming, we're dreaming. What's a one-word video? Let's get off the internet with that. Let's close this down. What was that again?
Oh, yeah.
What is... Cardi B, tell us, remind us again what CPU stands for.
Central Processing Unit.
What's going on with our CPU?
I don't know. There's some comedy gold, though.
Comedy gold. Comedy gold here on the Arizona Full. Some of you might be surprised that there's comedy here. Some of you came to this place thinking, what? Comedy? What? Why would I think comedy?
Some people aren't even aware of what's in front of their own face.
True, Cardi B. Cardi B, sometimes people aren't aware of comedy. Sometimes comedy doesn't make itself known. Sometimes comedy isn't funny.
Comedy's always funny. I love it. Comedy's hilarious.
Comedy would be. I mean, by the description of comedy, I would think that it would be funny.
What's in the weather?
Oh, right. Chance of showers. This is the Carl Weathers Predator Weathers Report featuring the Action Jackson AccuPredator Weathers Doppler Radar Forecast and Cardi B.
Central Processing Unit.
These look like a big strong rock symbol. I'm a classic rock biter. And let me move my hand now. And what you just saw was Carl Weathers and Cardi B. Cardi B is a phenomenal artist. She makes music. She sings like this. When it's up, then it's up, and it's up, then it's stuck. That sounds like a big, strong hit, doesn't it? I, the classic rock biter, am a judge of music. She's no Grace Slick from the Jefferson Airplane, but she's quite good. You know, there's a threat of all music that exists today. Perhaps the nothing will come and take all the music away. Every trap beat, every scotch snap, Man, when I see the Scotch snap, that's like when rappers go like this. The dabba da bubba da bay, the baba da bay, ba bubba da bay, ba dabba da bubba da bibi da bubba da bubba da bubba da bay. You know when you listen to a rap song, and the rap song goes like this. I don't know, 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 I don't know. That's called a Scotch snap. You know where that comes from? It comes from like Gaelic folk music. Hey! Ah, it is a strong rhythm amongst the Celtic and the rappers. Celtic rhythms and beats have infiltrated the trap beats of modern era music. Bet you didn't know that. Bet you thought, hey, this rapper, he sounds like he barely cares about what he's rapping about. Rappers are like, like rappers, they sound almost bothered to be rapping. You ever notice that? Like singers, like also singers, like Rihanna. Rihanna's like, and hey, under this umbrella, So many rappers is that. Well, what's that other that singer? She's like, she always sounds like she's half asleep when she's singing. You hear her songs and she sounds like she just got up from a nap. She's like, meh. What's that singer's name? Well, if you know it, put in Hayden Dent. Welcome to the show.
I see Hayden Dent is here. Welcome to the show. This is the Aristotle Throttle Show, and Hayden Dent is here.
Yeah, what do you, so what?
Well, we haven't done many, we haven't made many appearances lately on the Aristotle Throttle Show.
What's up with your voice, man? You sound weird.
We're losing viewers. We're losing viewers quickly.
Yeah.
Y'all want this party started right?
Y'all want this party started quickly, right?
Yes, I do.
Hey.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Aristotle Full Throttle. This is the Aristotle Full Throttle Show. Did somebody say we just woke up from a nap? Who did? Me? Hey, Ange. It's very hot out. It's hot out, so I hope that you are in. And also, Ange, welcome to the show.
Say, baby, I can destroy everything. But I'm not. What? But I can. Baby. Shut up and give us your money.
None other than our very own Ange. Ange, what's your like name? Hayden Dent is Hayden the Dent Man. Hayden will dent you. That's Hayden Dent's name. Ange is just Ange and the O. Alita. I guess Ange, right? Because
I can destroy everything. But I'm not. But I can. What?
What? You know, Ange, you could destroy everything. Did you watch Black Widow, Ange? Let us know if you watched Black Widow. Hayden Dent, did you watch Black Widow? We talked about it a little bit yesterday. I haven't had a new intro this week. I'm very tired. I have 2 auditions I have to do today. But I'm very tired. I hope they hire a tired guy. I hope they like a guy who's half asleep to And be like, so bothered that I have to audition. And I could just do like, what's that singer's name? I can't, hopefully I'll remember it by the end of the hour. I'll just do a performance of half asleep. And they'll be like, brilliant. We wanted someone who's almost dead. We wanted somebody who, we're hoping to get a performance that felt very subtle. So subtle, in fact, like we were hoping you weren't even breathing during the performance. This is something it's just something we'll pay you to do for us. Acting is funny because acting is like, to quote Jack Donaghy from Fort 30 Rock, acting is what stupid people do to get rich. Hello, Tatiana. Welcome from all the way from Croatia? Serbia? I don't know what's going on with my hair today. So, let's just ignore it's happening. Let's not say anything about the hair. Just listen, don't mention the hair. When you see Aristotle Full Throttle today, don't say anything about the hair, okay? Just look him in the eyes, ignore everything else, okay? It's a very sensitive topic. He doesn't want to talk. You'll just make everything worse. Imagine I cared about my hair. One time somebody asked me, how long does it take you to do your hair in the morning? Actually, not one time. This person, I'm gonna say it, my friend Raj asked me this at least 3 times over the course of at least a year and a half. He said, how long does it take you to do your hair in the morning? And I said, that long. He did, but it's too long and little actions with too little action scenes. Listen, Hated Dead, there was an action scene between the two sisters when they saw each other because there wasn't an action scene for like a minute. There wasn't an action scene for a minute, so the sisters met each other and they were like, let's just fight each other to show that we're equally matched. And that's what they did. I mean, there was a reason for it. Curly hair gotta do what it wants. It's true, you just gotta wake up out in the morning. How long does it take me to do my hair in the morning? I don't know. How long does it take you to sip your coffee? You know? Wonder Woman had a very few action scenes. I remember there was an hour in Wonder Woman where I didn't see Wonder Woman. The middle part of Wonder Woman 1984, I was like, I know the movie is called Wonder Woman. And I know that Wonder Woman's in this because I saw her in the beginning. But an hour has gone by and there's no Wonder Woman. I don't know what's going on. I'm wondering where Wonder Woman is. That's why they call it Wonder Woman. See, you wonder where she's at. It's true though. I got the music blasting. It's loud today. It's groovy. So I wonder. I liked Scarlett Johansson. I like Florence Pugh. Florence Pugh. She's good. Although every time I see her, I feel like she's gonna burn a house down with a bear costume guy. I feel like there's gonna be like a bear costume involved. Remember that movie? Did you see that movie that she was in? Midsommar? Speaking of Midsommar, which was just like a few weeks ago, I think. Midsommar. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Midsommar. In that movie, things happen, and then they just start to happen for like no reason. They're just like, it gets to a point where it's just kind of weird because they're in a cult. There's a cult in Scandinavia. And so there's this cult and everybody goes like this. they like, oh yeah, they keep surprising the main character and thus the audience with new traditions or mysterious traditions that this death cult does, where like these people do all of this crazy stuff where they like die and they kill each other and then they stab each other, and it's like you would think that they would lose members faster than they could get members to this cult of death, because people just keep constantly dying in this cult, and they keep dying in weird ways, and you know, you're just sitting there watching this movie going, okay, now you're just saying things to shock me. Now you're just doing things to shock me. Now, why would this happen? But it was still creepy and scary, but it just got so arbitrary. And they're like, the funny thing about that movie is like, the people in the cult are just like, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, we just like stab each other's eyes out all the time. Oh, I forgot to mention, what we're gonna do is drain all your blood and drink it. Oh, what I forgot to mention also is we're gonna kill a bear and dress you as a bear and then burn a house down when you're inside the bear. We forgot. I know that we keep forgetting to mention these things throughout the entire movie until the end of the movie where you're like, you're just making stuff up. Now you're just making things up. Now you're just a murder cult. A lot of things happen in Midsommar. And Edge, am I right? Like everything that happens in Midsommar, like the next thing is worse than the last thing, which is always good in a horror movie because you're like, ooh, this is worse than the last thing. But then you're just like, oh, how many more things do I expect to happen that somehow they didn't mention at all until now? It's a very irresponsible cult. You don't like any DC films, Hayden Dent. Did you like Watchmen's? Did you like Jonah Hex? No? I can't wait till the Loki eps tomorrow. Loki, listen, I got Loki spoiled for me. If you want it spoiled, we have the watch party for Loki here on Aristotle Full Throttle, so come join me tomorrow while we watch Loki live. But I already got it spoiled for me, so I ain't gonna see what happens, but I know what happens. I got it spoiled. I was at a party a couple weeks ago, like the first time I hung out with friends in like a year and a half. These friends anyway. And I'm standing at the party, and this one person who I'd never met before, she was like, I was at a dinner with these people that work on Loki, and they said this happens. She just blurted it out. She just threw it out there. And I was like, baby, you got, okay, great. Now I've been watching the show, and now I know what happens. Now I know where it's going. So I will not spoil it for you, but I will watch it with you tomorrow to see if they were right. Maybe they were wrong. Maybe it's all but a ruse. Maybe it is a murder cult.
That is so fetch.
Let's see what's trending, ladies and gentlemen. What's trending in the news? Let's look at the news. Their initiation process is intricate. Yeah, Midsommar, like everything was intricate. What's this? Cord?
Land at the bottom and realize you're never gonna achieve that dream, and at that point, check your emails. Maybe you'll get something from your agent saying,
Deadpool and Korg?
Yeah, I prefer Dark World. Half a f***ing penny of you for this Any tips on getting into the MCU there, Korg? Have a dream, chase it, lose that dream, just sabotage all sorts of happiness in pursuit of that dream, climb up to the peaks of that mountain, and when you get to the top, land at the bottom and realize you're never going to achieve that dream, and at that point, check your emails. Maybe you'll get something from your agent saying, Marvel wants to talk.
I
prefer Dark World.
He prefers Dark World. That was cool. MCU, Deadpool, and Korg hanging out. Did you guys see that? That's crazy. That's on the internet right now. Deadpool and Korg. I would say that Taika Waititi and I have a very similar sense of humor. I would say that our sense of humors are line. Because that's something I would say in the beginning. Oh, there's 4 minutes of this. What?
Daddy needs to express some rage.
I guess the new Deadpool is coming on.
What's up, Reaction Faction? It's Deadpool. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button and follow me on Patreon. Last week, you all really liked my Cruella trailer reaction video.
What?
Where are the fucking dogs? So, this week, I'll be reacting to a trailer for a movie which I honestly thought came out like a year ago. Free Guy. Apparently it's this August. We also have a guest reactor this week, Korg, who was not my first choice, but apparently everyone else was too busy over on Disney Plus. Say hello, Korg.
This is fun. I'm watching this with you.
Ropes. Thank you for having me, Paul. Sorry you did. Jesus Christ. Let's take a look. My name is Guy. Oh, he's named Guy, like the movie's title. That's pretty clever. Is it?
I want to hang out with Korg. I feel like Korg and I would be friends. That's weird. Deadpool is advertising he's advertising a Ryan Reynolds movie. That seems like incestuous.
I could do this all day.
Well, I would suggest checking that out. That seems cool. They're finally dipping their toes in with this Deadpool stuff. They're finally dipping their toes in with the Deadpool. I mean, Deadpool, he just got to be around. It feels like there's like a giant lack of Deadpool. Finally, we get Ryan Reynolds to be Deadpool, right? Finally. Obviously, it's the role he was supposed to play. They tried to give him the role one time in X-Men Wolverine Origins or whatever. Wolverine X-Men Origins. And you're like, that's not Deadpool. And he's like, finally I get to play Deadpool. And 2 Deadpool movies come out in about 2 years. And now where's the third one? We need more Deadpool. They've come out with 23 Marvel movies in the last 12 years. We need like at least 20 more Deadpool movies in the next year. They're funny, and they're stupid, and they're self-referential. And Don Cheadle is trending. Don Cheadle. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier fans reacted to Don Cheadle's Emmy nomination for Outstanding Guest Actor in a Drama Series. Don Cheadle got nominated for being for being a guest actor. That's amazing. Listen, I'm just saying that everybody is starting to recognize black people. I think that everybody is like, the Emmys, they're just going like, oh, it's gonna look bad if we don't nominate. Don Cheadle was in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. He was in that show for about 24 seconds, but we need to nominate him so we don't look racist. It's kind of, that's the Don Cheadle word of the day. Awesome. But anyway, Don Cheadle, he's in that movie, and he's in that TV show, and you would forget that he was in that TV show, but he's got nominated for an Emmy, which is cool. I'm just sitting there. This is what I'm thinking right now. I'm like, how does someone pay me to be brown? Because I would like to be brown and get paid and get nominated just automatically. I'm not saying Don Cheadle is not a great actor. I'm not saying Don Cheadle does not deserve it. I'm just saying that any other year, the Emmys would not have recognized Don Cheadle's 24-second performance in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They would have said, huh? So I'm just saying, Academy of TV Sciences and Motion Images, or whatever you do on TV, give me a role in something, pay me. I'm brown. You know what I'm saying? He was in for 2 minutes, right? But the Academy's like, we gotta find more brown people. We're not casting them enough in TV shows. So let's just look for ones that are there for like 2 minutes and say, look, we recognize Don Cheadle. See? There we go. Don Cheadle got an Emmy. Imagine getting an Emmy for like a half a day's work. Ooh, I tell you. That's my catchphrase. I tell you, and good golly. And also my catchphrase is,
hello. 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 Cosmo. Hello.
Cosmo. Cosmo. Cosmo.
Cosmo. I'm Cosmo.
What do you say, Cosmo? Hello.
I'm Cosmo.
Hello, Cosmo. What do you say, Cosmo? Hello, Jellybean. Welcome, everybody.
What do you say, Cosmo?
Welcome to the Aristotle Full Throttle Show. We're just talking about Don Cheeto and his Emmy Award nomination for 2 minutes on Falcon and the... Question, though. I got a serious question. Was Anthony Smacky, was he nominated? Was Anthony Mac and Cheese nominated? Probably. What else is trending, ladies and gentlemen? I'll tell you, Don Cheeto, Korg, and Deadpool on the internet right now. So Google Korg and Deadpool. We got Cosmo in the house. We got Jellybean in the house. We got Ange, Aeonolita. We got Hayden dead. We're just talking about the trends. We're talking about what we did over the weekend, which is what I did. I watched Black Widow. Me and Jenna Fierce watched Black Widow on a live stream. You can watch that. Watch party. There are other people involved in the live stream. But I got a comment. Let me read my YouTube comments. I realized this should be a segment. Aristotle reads his YouTube comments. So let's read some YouTube comments. I can't say YouTube. I say YouTube comments. Oh, my frame rate. Oh, my frame rate. Hi, Fireflame. Hello. Welcome to the Aristotle Full Throttle Show. Let's see. Sup, folks? Aristotle reads his comments. Someone said about Black Widow, $30, because I was complaining about $30 being too much money to pay for a movie at home. I think it's too much money. For me, $30 is too much money to pay for a streaming movie at home. I would pay $19, $19.95 for a home streaming movie. But someone said $30 is a deal for a premiere movie. There's 5 of us. The 13 and 14-year-old pay adult prices now. We took them to see F9, Fast 9. You're the theater, and it was $200 for tickets, popcorn, soda, and candy, so I will definitely spring for more Disney Plus movies. Well, I'm sorry that you have that situation. That seems like a lot of money to pay for... I mean, the theater experience, though. I still think $30 is a good price for 2 adults to go to the movies and watch. I end up paying like $50-$60 at the end of the night for a movie. So, for 2 people. So if you've got 5 people and you're only paying $200, that's about right. This seems about right. You just watched A Quiet Place 2. I watched that. The day's going well, Jellybean. Thank you for asking. I took a nap right before the show, so I'm refreshed and ready to go. I'm just reading some YouTube comments right now, and I would say that Black Widow, I would still say that $30 is too much money to stream a movie. I would say that $20 is fine. That's my opinion. All opinions are my own, and so are yours, are also my opinion. You just watched A Quiet Place 2. I watched A Quiet Place 2 a couple weeks ago, and I have mixed feelings about it. I thought the very last 10 minutes fell apart for me. I didn't like the last 10 minutes of A Quiet Place 2, but I liked most of it. I thought that it really maintained consistency with the first one. It felt like a natural continuation, and I liked that there was like all new motivations, even though it takes place, this isn't really a spoiler, immediately following the first movie. But there are so many like things in the second movie that take up space and time that we just saw happen. Do you know what I mean? Like, for instance, if you saw the first movie, then you got Emily Blunt's character. She's got a thing tied around her foot because she stepped on a nail in the first movie. So in this movie, you see the thing tied around her foot, and then like she's like walking down the steps and avoids the nail, and we're like, yeah, because like if you're watching them back to back, that just happened 20 minutes ago. I just saw that happen. Now so there's so many things in A Quiet Place 2 where they're like, hey, remember this? Remember this from the first one? Let's take like 5 minutes and remember the first movie. But other than that, I thought it was pretty good. But this the last 10 minutes, I was like, I know if I like this. It turned out I liked the girl, the daughter's arc. I thought the son was dopey, and you know, should have died. The son should die. I mean, he was getting himself into so many dumb situations. The problem I had with Quiet Place 2 overall, even though I thought it was pretty good and I liked it, was that there were certain scenes where they were like, hey, let's go over here and set up something that could go terribly wrong if you do it incorrectly. So keep watching the movie for later when we do this incorrectly and it goes terribly wrong. Do you know what I mean by that? I mean, like, there were scenes where they're like, let's go inside this thing. Clearly this is a dangerous idea. Things could go terribly wrong if we don't do this correctly every time. So you just wait, you just sit there as an audience member going, okay, so how long before they do this wrong? And then sure enough, they do it wrong and it goes terribly wrong. Yeah, it kind of fell apart toward the end. It could be the middle of a series. Maybe there's a third movie that makes it all kind of come together and makes it all feel consistent, and maybe you just watch one big 6-hour movie and you say, okay, that's good. Oh yeah, Blue-Eyed Monkey. All the acting in Quiet Place 2 is great. All of the acting is great in it because it's made by actors and actors giving themselves monologues, you know? So there's so many, like Cillian Murphy and Emily Blunt and all of the people in the movie get like really good monologues and really good situations where they kind of like, you just get to act. They get to act. They get to flex and spread their wings and fly as actors. And you go, okay, well, this is really a movie made by actors for actors with a lot of good acting in it. Oh yeah, and aliens. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's good. It's a good horror movie. It's a good, it's a decent idea for a horror movie. Except, by the way, if you saw A Quiet Place, right? What do you think about this? I feel like Netflix is just making movies that are like based on algorithms now, because whatever pops up in the top of my Netflix just seems like created in a machine. You ever go online and like type in to Google like band name generator? You know, and then you type in like a band name generator and you find like a band name generator and it like spits out a bunch of random words that come together that sound vaguely like band names. I think that Netflix creates entire feature-length films this way. I think they have a machine where they just go beep boop pop beep boop pop pop and like a ticker tape comes out and it's like, in this movie, it's like a Mad Libs. You will not be able to look out the window. Okay. Because if you look out the window, if you saw the movie The Happening, you'll want to just immediately kill yourself. Okay, that's something. But also, so I'm talking about the movie Bird Box, for instance. I'm going to call these Bird Box movies from now on. The idea that these movies are made inside of a box. These are made inside of a bird box. Bird Box was like The Happening meets like all kinds of, I forgot what it was. I had a whole bunch of, I remember watching that movie going, oh, that's this movie and that's that movie. It just felt like every element. So Bird Box essentially is a movie where you can't look at anything, because if you look at something, then you die. So then the next week or a couple weeks later, there was like A Quiet Place came out, or A Quiet Place came out around the same time. And I was like, oh, so you can't make a sound. Because if you make a sound, then you die. And I'm like, okay. And then The Happening, it's like, don't go outside, because then you die. And then there was another movie that was on Netflix that I saw a preview for. And the preview was for a movie where they were like, don't smell, don't use your nose, because if you smell the thing, then you die. So there's a lot of movies where if you use a vital sense of yours, you'll die. Don't taste anything. Do not taste a thing. That's my movie that I'm going to pitch to Netflix. Don't lick it. Do not lick anything, because then you die. And it's gonna star the kid from A Christmas Story who stuck his tongue to the pole. He's gonna play the dad. You enjoy and agree with the last few minutes fall apart. Definitely had unfinished feeling blue. Yeah, unfinished feeling. Unfinished feeling. The daughter was fantastic indeed. She was great. I enjoyed her performance. I enjoyed everyone's performance in that movie. Bird Box was a hodgepodge of different movies. Absolutely. It was the movie was like, you know, it's just weird. Oh, it was also, what other movie was that? Bird Box. It was like, wow, I'm getting a lot of audition notifications suddenly. Gosh. I don't know what's happening, because like for the last 3 weeks there's 0. And now all of a sudden, Hollywood, why does it have to rain and pour at the same time? Bird Box was a hodgepodge. It definitely felt that way. Definitely felt like, oh, I've seen all of these movies before, but never in one movie. So I feel like Netflix does that a lot with a lot of movies. They just say, how do we make almost every movie but in one movie, but never before this movie? So Netflix, if you're listening, I would like to pitch the movie Don't Lick a Thing. Freddie Mercury is trending, as he should. Greatest rock and roll singer in history of rock and roll. Freddie Mercury. Why is Freddie Mercury trending? Don't know. What do you guys got going on today? I have got a nap waiting for me later. It's just waiting. Don't nap. What's a movie where you can't sleep? Invasion of the Body Snatchers. You don't go to sleep, or else you die. That's Invasion of the Body Snatchers. They really like your Redfin commercial. Oh, cool. I like it too, because that way I could continue to do my show and the auditions. Yeah.
That's better. Thank you.
Yes. Hopefully they really like. I did get another audition for another spokesperson job. So watch out, I might be spokespersoning for another thing. Hi, welcome to Netflix, where you can't smell anything or else you die. That's what I'll call it. Oh man, I went down to 7 frames per second. I should not resize my sound effects window, because that just kills my CPU. Why is that? Why? You ever meet anybody like super dramatic? What's up with dramatic people? Like people who are overly dramatic. You know what I mean? I meet a lot of people who just, I can't get so excited. Sometimes people get so excited, but it's like fake excited. We're like, oh my god, it's so nice to see you. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know, like a little baby when they see ice cream, like. Some people get like excited, or like I can't imagine that they are genuinely that excited. I haven't seen you in like 3 days. I just get like, I don't know. I'm not that guy. I'm sorry. I'm a little maybe more chill than that. Almost like Marvel. How do we make the same movie 20 times without anyone noticing? Listen, Ange. Aeon Olita. Calling out Marvel, because Hayden Dent also, you know, Hayden Dent in the other direction. I'll tell you, Aeon Olita, Black Widow, the movie Black Widow. Black Widow. Black Widow. The movie Black Widow. Black Widow. This is not, I'm not sponsored. I'm not sponsored at all by Disney nor Black Widow. I'm just not. I'm just saying that in the movie Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson, it is the same movie, Ange. It's the same beats. They hit all the same beats. Marvel is making the same. They're not messing with the secret sauce. They're keeping the original. They're not creating a Coke 2. The original formula for Coca-Cola is the one that's still the one today. But in the 80s, they came out with the new flavor Coca-Cola, and they were like, we changed the recipe, and everybody was like, I don't like it. And then everybody else was like, what? And then there was other people that were like, Coke 2, with like the number 2 after it, like the Roman numerals. You guys remember this? Nobody? But the movie Black Widow is like the same secret sauce. Black Widow. You know what I'm saying? It's the same. They know how to do it. They know how to make a Marvel movie. Marvel, out of all of the movies, like out of between DC and Marvel, Marvel knows how to make a Marvel movie. DC does not know how to make a Marvel movie. They tried to make a Marvel movie with Justice Leagues, but they didn't do it. Last thing you know, they tried to make Black Widow. Black Widow. MF Doom is trending. Rest his soul. He would have turned 50 years old today. MF, sorry about to hear that. That's an MF shame. He met his MF Doom. I'm sorry, it's too soon. It's too MF soon. Black Widow. I don't know.
Flawless victory.
I was joking. Marvel is basically good guy, gets powers, learns how to use powers, does powerful stuff. Bad guy notices, gets same powers, instantly knows how to use powers. The two meet, good guy wins, the end. Listen, Ange, I'm gonna call you out on something right now.
What?
What? I can destroy everything. But I'm not. But I can.
Remember in Man of Steel? When suddenly, like, Clark spent his whole life learning how to be Superman's. Spent his whole life learning how to, then like Zod comes out to ice and he's like, yo, suddenly I have all these powers now. And I can use them instantly. Also, the dumbest thing in the world I've ever seen in a superhero movie ever in my entire life is in Man of Steel. When Superman gets beaten down by Zod. I'm gonna find the scene right now. We're gonna look at the scene. We're gonna do a scene breakdown. We're gonna compare it to Black Widow, but we're not going to Black Widow it. Let's watch this scene, because I get so mad every time I watch this scene. And then I'm gonna go take a nap. Man of Steel fights Zod. Now, I just get so mad at this. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. I said it like Rosie Perez. It's so stupid. Let's see. Let me find the right scene and then make sure that I can play it. That's one movie, I know, but it's literally the worst thing I've ever seen. And two things happen in that movie. There's some bad things that happen in Marvel movies, like the sky is opening up again, and now there's a missile, and now we gotta stop the same sky beast monsters. Alright, I gotta download this. It's gonna take all of my CPU and all of my time. Come on, you can press play. You could do it. Skip the ad. It's not even the right scene. What am I doing? Kal-El versus Zod. Let's just destroy an entire city with all of these people in it. Let's see. A nap. How hot is it there in New Orleans right now? Okay, yeah, here it is. Here it is! Is Superman gonna tell him what to do? My computer is so slow right now. My computer, if it was an animal, it would be a snail. I love this scene because it's so stupid. I love this scene so much because it's one of the dumbest scenes I've ever seen. I was in the movie theater watching this. I'm building it up, but we gotta... Yeah, here we go. Let me download this. Just put it in the Discord. I'm gonna download it right now. I've got it. Now I've done it. Here we go. Oh my goodness. If you guys want to join the Discord, remember you can subscribe here on Twitch. If you subscribe on Twitch, that gives you access to the Discord here in Aristotle Full Throttle, which means you can hang out and chat and also watch me figure stuff out and how to do the things, and I don't know how to do any things. Okay, let's close this program down. Let's close that down. Let's stop all these things. All right, here we go. Now look at this. I'm gonna get a copyright notice or whatever. That's okay. I don't care. What am I trying to make money on the show? No, just having fun. Just talking. Now this part. This is where the Superman says it's doing. I'm gonna say this as a stereotypical Italian accent. Now Zod, I'm a Mario, it's a me, Mario. Zod is now got to drop off, right? Look, Superman. Now if you've seen Man of Steel's, this guy, Clark Kent, Superman took his whole life to learn to adapt to the atmosphere of Earth, according to the mythology created in this movie. He spent his whole life adapting to the atmosphere on Earth so that he could learn how to control his powers and also not die. Now Zod, he's been on Earth for 3.5 minutes. Zod says, what? I don't even know. It's like my X-ray vision's is coming off. It's shooting off. I don't even know what's going on here. Zod, he's like, I can't even breathe. How did I get this goatee? What's happening? Why didn't I grow the mustache part? He's thinking all kinds of things. Now Super Dude is like,
what have you done to me?
So now Zod's like, oh, you did this to me, man. What'd you do, bro? This is hurting me.
My parents.
Now Superman. Now this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. This is the dumbest. Instead of beating the crap out of Zod right now, instead of putting Zod in a headlock and then beating him up, instead of doing that, this is what he chooses to do.
Taught me to hone my senses, Zod.
Wait a second, Superman, you could have just punched him 4 million times. You're in the middle of a fight, Superman, with your arch nemesis who is hell-bent on destroying the planet Earth.
Focus on just what I wanted to see.
You could have punched him 700 million more times just now, Superman. Clearly, he's not in control. He's got a headache. He's like, oh, my head. This hurts. Superman could have been like, you know what else hurts? Pow.
Your helmet. You're getting everything.
Superman is now telling him what's going on. Superman is doing the supervillain role right now. Let me explain to you my plan. Listen, as every second goes by during the scene, as I sat there in the movie theater, I was like, so now you're gonna punch him, right?
And it hurts.
Zack Snyder, please use your brain.
Doesn't it?
What is happening? Let's watch that again. Let's recycle that.
What have you done to me?
My parents taught me to hone my senses, Zod.
Punch
Focus on just what I wanted to see without your helmet.
Okay, so you guys remember Age of Ultron when Ultron's like, all right, you guys, I need to, and then the Hulk just runs and punches him? That's what should have happened just now.
You're getting everything. And it hurts, doesn't it?
I don't know if Superman's got that much vengeance in his heart. I don't know if Superman's gonna sit there and tell him, by the way, Zod, you gotta hone your skills so we can fight some more. Because there's like 45 minutes left of this movie. And, you know, people paid to see this. So come on, Zod. Get back up and let's fight. All right. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. That is the dumbest scene in any superhero movie ever. Punch him! I bet you Henry Cavill on a day was like, now, Zach, why am I not punching Zod? Well, let me just get up for a second here. Look at this. Superman's like, you can still see through Superman's skin, even though, how does that work? How does X-ray vision work on Superman's?
What have you done to me?
Punch him! Punch him.
My parents taught me to hone my senses, Zod.
Clearly you've won. Clearly, Superman, you have the upper hand here. Why aren't you trying to win? Superman? Wouldn't you... Do you remember when Hey, Superman, do you remember in the future when Steppenwolf tried to chop you with the axe and you said, nah? I'm just saying. Use some of that, Superman. Use some of that, Superman, right now.
Focus on just what I wanted to see. Without your helmet, you're getting everything.
What? Without your helmet, you're getting everything. Zod. So let me just explain to you what's happening instead of taking advantage of the fact that you're completely disorientated and that I can win now. And this is an advertisement for 7-Eleven. This is an advertisement for 7-Eleven. I also noticed that when I was in the movies, I was like, oh, look, they're at an IHOP, and now they're at a 7-Eleven. Suddenly, I want pancakes and Slurpees. Black Widow. Hey, Ron, you see what I'm saying? Ron, if you missed it, this is what I was saying. If you missed it, Ron, if you missed it, this is what I was saying.
Here it is, my most likable song ever. Coca-Cola, lipstick ring, go dance all night, kiss me, just kiss me, Nefertiti. Lipstick, kiss me, lipstick ring, oh, that's the way you like it.
This is your most likable song ever?
Yeah.
People will love it.
Ron, let's look at this. Let's look at this.
You're getting every...
Let's look at this 7-Eleven advertisement, aka scene from Superman. I mean, sorry, the Man of Steel, aka 7-Eleven advertisement. Let's take a look at this 7-Eleven advertisement, this product placement, and, for instance, why? Now, Ron, explain to me this, Ron. I agree with Ange that the Marvel movies are the secret sauce. They do the same secret sauce every time. It's like the original Coke recipe. They don't want to mess with it. It's in lock and key somewhere, the Marvel recipe for movies. But when DC tried, I'm just gonna say that DC made the dumbest scene in any superhero movie. This is the dumbest scene in any superhero movie. Okay, Ron. Now, answer me this. Superman has been punching Zod for the better part of the last 10 minutes of this movie, right? They just punched through an IHOP. They punched through like an Exxon Mobil station. They punched through a 7-Eleven enough to like show like the 7-Eleven logo, right? I don't even think there's anything in a 7-Eleven that just has like a 7-Eleven logo on it like that. There's really nothing. That's just purely built to be a product placement at Superman's feet. So now you've got the greatest hero ever created in the comic books standing next to a 7-Eleven logo, which really ups the stock value of Superman. Now they're fighting, right? Zod and Superman is fighting. Now Superman, he's on the ground. He's like, ouch, my spleen. I hurt my spleen. And now Zod, his helmet's coming off because he got punched in the helmet like so many times by Superman that now the helmet's coming off, so he's got to adapt to the atmosphere, right? He's like, I don't understand what's going on. Superman went through this when he was 12, got over it, figured out how to control it, right? Why not take this opportunity? I'm going to just hammer this home, Superman. Why not take this opportunity and beat the crap out of Zod? Wait, all this time wasted. In my estimation, Uncle Ron, Superman could have punched him 395 million times by now.
What have you done to me?
My parents taught me to hone.
What? That was another 700 million punches in your face, Zod, while you're confused and disoriented.
My senses, Zod. Focus on just what I wanted to see.
Yeah, Superman is the greatest.
Without your helmet, you're getting everything.
Yes, and Superman is the greatest, I think, in my opinion, because he's literally the most heroic hero, and he cannot be vinced. He's invincible. So to me, he's the greatest because he's just like, listen, you cannot vince me. I'm just saying though, look at this.
And it hurts, doesn't it?
Zod is literally belly up. Anybody with me on this? Anybody as infuriated as I am about this scene and how dumb it is? I was sitting in the movies going, this movie cost $300 million, and I'm watching the dumbest scene I've ever seen in a superhero movie. That's all. That's all I have to say. I think Man of Steel is a mixed bag at best.
It's a trap. What?
This is what Superman says.
I can destroy everything, but I'm not. But I can.
That's literally what he's saying in that scene. Black Widow. Look. What? Oh yeah. Let me do this.
Helmet, you're getting everything.
It hurts, doesn't it?
And it hurts, doesn't it?
This is Superman talking right now.
I can destroy everything, but I'm not. But I can.
Look. Ready? Picture his mouth.
I can destroy everything, but I'm not. But I can.
All right, that's enough about this. I can't even anymore. I just think it's one of the dumbest things I've ever seen in a movie. This would have been over before Metropolis was destroyed, and he wouldn't have had the S to show that Batman versus Superman. Yeah, Batman versus Superman. Hey, Uncle Ron, what's going on here? How you doing?
I am. Oh my god, that whole movie just aggravates me beyond anything. And I only have a few minutes here, but yes, first off, Superman is the greatest and the first, and will always be the greatest. And
Agreed.
secondly, that is just mind-boggling. And in the chat, Ange says because Boy Scouts wouldn't beat the elderly when they're having an episode. He's not elderly. He's about to destroy the earth.
What?
That's true. Points on the humor factor, but also, Ron, were you like me sitting in the movies watching Metropolis just crumble and fall apart, going, Superman, Metropolis is being destroyed. What are you going to do about it? And then just waited 45 minutes and nothing, he did nothing to save anybody.
I'm not a fan of the Richard Lester cut of Superman 2. I like the Donner cut. Yeah, I like the Donner cut. Mm-hmm. But regardless of which cut you're watching, when the crap hits the fan, Superman takes the fight against Zod, Ursa, and Nan away from the city.
That is his character.
Yeah,
no,
because
the people.
He's protecting everyone. Oh no! God forbid we have to help people and not destroy their homes, their businesses, and their livelihoods.
That was such a good scene because Zod was like, oh, I'm a psychopathic killer, and his weakness is these humans, so let's start messing with the humans because that's the way to beat Superman. And they figured it out, so he took, exactly that. He took the fight away. He flew away, and then they followed him. And he brought them... So it's just infuriating to watch Metropolis.
No matter how smart Batman fans think Batman is, they have to remember one thing: Superman is smarter, and I'll explain why. Because Superman is constantly learning all the time, and his brain is being bombarded by these solar rays, so it's just making everything. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, he's constantly got that coming in, and he's going to be alive long after Batman. So take your little Dark Knight and put him in the shadows, and have him talk about his mom, Martha.
Martha.
And who do you know that name?
So many Marthas. Here's the thing too. The thing that I love about Superman is that his arch nemesis Lex Luthor, Lex Luthor uses his brain power. His brain power is equal to Superman's might. So when you sit there and say, like, when they fight each other, Lex Luthor is like, I have created a scenario for you, Superman, that you cannot. I've outsmarted you. And maybe he has outsmarted Superman, but he didn't out-hearted him, and he didn't might
He's not
him.
stronger than him. Yeah.
So Superman uses those qualities to overcome Lex Luthor's traps, to overcome Lex Luthor's scenarios. So that's what has always inspired me when I'm watching Superman fight Lex Luthor, because you're like, oh, he may not be as smart as Lex Luthor, but he figures a way out because from sheer will. And that's what I love about Superman.
No, Ange, I'm not constantly learning. I mean, the only thing I've learned here is how much you hate Christopher Reeve, apparently. But let's be honest here. For all the Christopher Reeve haters and the people who think, oh, the Superman's just too corny, watch Justice League Unlimited.
Justice League Unlimited? Oh,
yeah, he is like... I mean, and there's like a part where he even says in the last episode he's taking on Darkseid and he's fighting him, fisticuffs. And he says, usually I try and keep my powers in check because I don't want to hurt something or break something, but or someone. But you can handle it, can't you, big man? And then they just go to town, and Superman was like creating sonic booms when he punches them and all this other kind of stuff because Superman cares about people. God forbid somebody care about people.
Yeah, it's pretty great. He is the Ubermensch. He is the Superman, and
oh my God, the quarterback is toast.
Well, I just always get reminded of that scene from Man of Steel, and I'm like, this isn't right. And also, breaking Zod's neck was just like, okay, come on. come on.
Okay, that I can forgive a little bit, but here's where I get really pissed. Is the fact that he could have done it at any point when the buildings were crumbling, but he decided to wait till that one family.
Yeah. Superman's got it. He's very myopic. He's
priorities, Cal. Priorities.
It's nuts. Hopefully, where are they going from here with Superman? Are they going to recast Henry Cavill, or is this what's going on?
I don't even know.
Oh, Angela's IQ is 167.
Well, aren't you?
I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Well, aren't you just Dolph Lundgren?
Multi-disciplined Dolph Lundgren. Yes, MIT graduate.
Yeah, exactly. That's crazy. My favorite story. I'll leave you with this. My favorite story is that when Stallone came on the set of Masters of the Universe, and he's talking to the director, and he sees Dolph Lundgren all dressed up. This is after Rocky IV, and he looks at the director and he says, "Hey, you gave him lines?"
That's hilarious. Stallone is he's such a wise guy. Google this too, or go on YouTube. Dolph Lundgren takes a chemistry test, and this dude is quizzing Dolph Lundgren on like chemistry equations, and Dolph Lundgren's like, it's basically a breeze for him. So the dude is he's a very disciplined guy and a universal soldier. Thank you, Ron, for being here. Thank you. Bye. See you later, Ron. I'm Uncle Ron. Ladies and gentlemen, follow Uncle and Ange and Alita. So naps, yeah. If he dies, he dies.
Is there several?
Oh, that's a good sound effect, actually. I should get, if he dies, he dies. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today. This is the Aristotle Full Throttle Show, and I appreciate you being here every day at noon. I've got some things I want to do today, but first, let's nap. Let's all take a nap. Take your respective nap in your nap location, in your favorite nap location. Search around. Be like a dog. Walk in 3 circles and lay down. Yeah, but naps.
That is so fetch.
If you're at the beach, enjoy your beach nap. If you're at home, enjoy your beach nap. Good job, everyone. We did a great job today.
What?
I said we did a great job today.
What? I can destroy everything. But I'm not. But I can.
But you can. You can destroy everything. But you're not. But you can. Just remember, ladies and gentlemen, you can destroy everything. But you're not. But you can.
What?
I mean, that's a direct quote from our favorite Ange.
I can destroy everything. But I'm not. But I can.
That is words of wisdom.
And knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe.
Superman, he's the best superhero. He just is, because there has to be one, right? And he does all of the things that a superhero should. This is my opinion. He does all the things a superhero should. There has to be one that does, because then you can have a Batman. Then you can have another type of hero who doesn't follow the same ethics and the same rules. Because then those are more compelling characters if there is one who is not that way. That's what I love about Captain America. People don't like Captain America. They think he's boring. They think he's cheesy. But he is his flaw as a character, because every character has a flaw in the Marvel universe, especially. His flaw is that he's like that guy at the job interview, and he's like, I would say that my only drawback is that I work too hard and I care too much. That's actually, peace, blue-eyed monkey. Thank you for being here, Tatiana. That is actually literally Captain America's weakness. It's his weakness is that he cares too much. It will get him hurt. It will get him almost killed, because he won't fight Bucky back. He's on to the end. He's to the end of the line. To the end of the line, Bucky. I'll let you beat me down. My only weakness is that I care too much. Also,
I can destroy everything, but I'm not. But I can.
Flawless victory.
I think we did it.
Do you want to go to war? Because we could go to war. I'm for real.
Who is this imbecile?
Oh, Ron, when you came on, I should have.
Who is this imbecile?
I should have been like, someone's in the chat.
Who is this imbecile?
Anyway, thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you all. Thank you, Ron, for your comedy and your words of wisdom. Thank you, Ange, for your words of wisdom and your combative words like,
I can destroy everything, but I'm not. But I can.
Remember, don't go changing. Be nice to everybody and like think about things here and there. Think about them inside your brain hole. Think about them for a while before you say things sometimes. All right, bye everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. We're gonna watch